Oh! Stay on this side of the road. Whoa. Whoa.
Winter has been too long. I'm remastering my second ever MotoCamping trip out of boredom, riding my Yamaha XT 250. I'm going to camp somewhere on Inkom Pass, difficulty level 6 on Onyx off-roads, and I'm a new rider, solo. What could go wrong?
Today we're about to attempt the Trail of Misery that I failed to go forward in last time. I think I'm gonna turn around here. Shouldn't be that bad. I think I can do it this time. I've got a little bit lighter pack set up here on the XT 250 and I'm ready to get rolling. Alright, gonna fold these mirrors in here. It'll be take 2 on this specific trail. A little bit more mentally prepared this time. Ooh. As you can see, guys, it's a little cloudy here today. It hopefully won't rain. Weather said that the forecast was a little bit shifty around evening. Whoa, boy. It's definitely possible that I just talked myself into this without actually thinking it through. Last time we found a camping spot next to a creek, and upon further reflection, it was a little bit loud there.
Next to a creek.
To be honest with you guys, I think I would rather get a camp spot with a good view. Woo! Big rock. So I'm hoping to get that this time. Something tells me if I follow this crazy trail, I will see some good views. Oh wow. Already seeing good views.
The trail is called Inkom Pass, which meets up with a trail called the Inman Loop.
Woo! I don't know about this. I don't know if I can get up this trail.
The trail is harder than I expected.
Definitely difficult to do this with saddlebags.
With the inferior tires and limited rider experience, it proved challenging for me.
Oh! Big rock. I don't like you, rock. Difficulty 6 is nothing to laugh at.
That being said, anything worth doing is often difficult, but the reward is always worth the struggle.
Come on. Whoa. Almost there, boy. Almost there. Oh, wow. Woo! Oh boy, check that out. Alright guys, it really is like too windy to even breathe up here, so I'm gonna move on. The road seems to go that way towards that ginormous mountain. Not gonna lie, that makes me a little nervous, so we'll see about that. A little nervous about finding a campsite up here, but every time I say that I always find somewhere, so guess I shouldn't worry about it. Hey, the sun! Saw another rider when I was eating a snack earlier going up there. That's steep. Oh boy, I don't really like the look of this sheer drop coming up ahead. What goes up must come down. I'm gonna really slow bone this to death. Don't know how steep this looked to you guys, but to me it seems... Ooh, so steep I can't even speak. We made it! Welcome to Inkom Pass. That way goes to somewhere new. That way does not. Let's go check it out. know if I like how rocky this is. At least it's all downhill. Downhill on the side of a cliff or two. Maybe not my best decision. That's one thing about these high Idaho mountain roads is they're all just rocky as all get out. Can't really get around it. Part of Idaho's charm.
What an incredible view. I'm having to ignore the temptation to look over to the left and instead focus on the road in front of me. One wrong move and I could go tumbling down a cliff. At least, that's what's in the forefront of my mind.
Oh, this looks easier. Looked really steep from up there, where I just came from. Heading into the deep, dark forest. Woohoo. This is definitely the most difficult trail that I've ever done with moto camping gear on.
Oh, the naivety. There is much you have not seen, young one.
Okay, literally a cliff. Right there. Whoa. Ooh. Let's stay on this side of the road. Away from the cliff. Hopefully no big rocks coming down the rail to the side of the cliff. Okay. Safe to say, I think I will be finding another way out of the park that is not going back up here the way I came. Woo!
At the beginning of the trail, I was already pretty high up. But the other side of this pass drops all the way down to the bottom of the valley below, a nearly 2,000-foot elevation drop.
Ah. It just keeps going down. Woo. That was close. Boot got caught on a rock. Yeah, I'm definitely not coming back up this. That would be crazy. I feel like I'm gonna need new tires after this. Yeah, it amazes me that somebody even made a trail here. That seems like a dumb thing to do. I guess I get to enjoy it. Yeah, nah. Just kidding, this is fun. A little bit eyebrow raising, hair raising, shoulder stiffening. Ooh. Don't want to go too fast down this and hit a rock the wrong way. Definitely not a good enough rider to do this at any kind of speed. And I do not have the tires for it, for sure. Got a Dunlop D605 on the front and just the stock tire in the rear. I would not do this with the stock front tire on the XT250. The one it comes with is awful on the front. This one is much better, although next time around I think I'll upgrade to the D606. I do enough crazy stuff that I should probably have some meatier off-road tires. Ooh. Always a bit shifty when you feel your tire hit a rock and slide ever so slightly or violently to the right or left. Ooh, like that. Where are you taking me, you crazy trail?
I have dropped down to the lowest point of the boundary trail that circles the Inman mountain range, Ahead of me is a 16-mile stretch of intermediate terrain, and somewhere along it, I need to find a campsite.
Some relief for a second. Who knows how long that'll last? Oh, not terribly long. Ooh. Switch over to this side of the trail. Nope. Trail wants me on this side. I want back on that side. Hey, a bridge. Oh. Ow. My head. Ugh. Definitely seems like different kind of country down here. A lot lower in elevation. Sure is a tight trail. What? Big rocks. Ugh. Around the big boulder. Oh. There we go. Back to forest. This is a fun road. Or trail. Fun trail. Beautiful view. Very loose rocks. Ski lifts. All the signs say no XT 250s allowed on this ski resort, so it looks like we can't go skiing today, guys. Whoa. Okay, that was not the easiest thing to do. Ow! Woo! My foot ran into the side of that hill there. Thought I'm wearing boots, so it's still good. That could have been bad. Okay, I'm gonna stop for a second because I drink some water. Rest my very tightly clenched hands. See if we can keep going a ways, shall we? Still haven't seen any campsites. Grass is so tall it feels like I'm riding single track. Oh, it feels so cool down here.
After riding similar terrain for a while, you start to see patterns.
There's a creek in the road. Of course, where there's a creek, there's a hill. Hill climb, 101. Don't fall down the cliff. That's all for today's lesson. Where does this go to? Looks like just up there, not very far. To the green hills. Actually not sure how many miles I'm gonna get when I'm doing this technical trail for long periods of time. Only at 45 miles now. Ooh. Ooh. Not your evening ride kind of ride. Relax, have a cup of tea while you're riding. This is more like a I've had too much alcohol kind of ride. Oh. Okay. That was close. Whoa. boy. Ooh. Two roads. Why is there two roads? Maybe this road looked too difficult. A whole bunch of people decided to go down there and crash. Nope. Appears to have been some kind of shortcut. I will say though that it doesn't look any easier than this is. Woo! Come on, trail. I haven't had a break in ages. Well, I'll take what I can get. This is breakish. I'm a bumblebee, just bumbling around. Bumpity bump bump bump. Oh, there's a bumblebee. I was singing a song for you. Almost looked like he was gonna hitch his ride on my bike for a second. I spy some mud. Here's some rocks. Maybe. Whew. That was not easy. I definitely feel like all of this mercilessness terrain is kind of forcing me to become a better rider. Woohoo! Cool. Deep, dark, spooky forest designated. No jeeps. Seems like we're getting higher and higher and higher.
In the beginning of the video, I said that I brought a lighter camping setup. I brought with me, instead of a tent, a hammock. So when I'm looking for a campsite, I do need some trees around.
There we go. Getting back into the mountains. Do not want to fall down that. Nice and slowly up my way through. I got nowhere to be in any kind of hurry. Oh boy. It's all good. Bulletproof. Nothing to lose. I am titanium. Going down. This would be kind of a fun trail to go up. Woo. Oh, hey little guy. Going for a ride, I think. Still waiting for the moment when I'm gonna get run over by a bunch of motocross dudes. You're going too slow. Ooh, that water. Well, which one's the boundary trail and which one's Robber's Roost? That would be a terrible campsite. Look at that butterfly. That is a big butterfly. Guess we'll go up here. Oh, this is a nice road. Nice and even. Gentle curve upwards. Nothing horribly surprising. As long as I don't fall in that rut. Oh, I gotta go in a rut. Except for the rut. It's nice. Goes up quite steeply. In the rut. Kinda had to be in that section though. Going downhill. Robber's Roost Trail is that way. Oh boy, don't tell me. What I thought. Going down. Glad this isn't rocks all the way down. Some dirt for me to grip into. Push the rear brake a little too hard. Ooh. This is totally shifty. Oh. Tonight, when I get to rest, it will be a very well-deserved rest, if I do say so myself. Ugh. Okay. You guys ready to go back up? So after that nice creek, that's what's happening.
The last downhill section I took was very steep and very long. I knew this ascent would probably be no cakewalk either. Time to gird my loins.
Whoa. Whoa. Let's take a quick breather. I honestly have no idea if I can get up this. Maybe. It's off camber on a route. I might be able to get up that, but I don't know. If I can get my bike up without going back down, that's my concern. And I may have to go back down from the looks of it. I definitely need some speed to get up this. If I get the bike down to there, it'll probably work.
Well, no matter what I do, I've got to get back down 20 feet that way. So, give it a shot.
Maybe. Oh man, I didn't think I could do that. Okay. It was good to get some wind in my face. That was a very, very difficult trail. Wow. Now we're on our way again. Not a bad campsite. I want to mind more of a view. This isn't a bad view. Not really anywhere to swing a hammock. See what's up this way. It's almost 7 o'clock, so I gotta find a place soon.
The search for a campsite continues. One final cliffside challenge awaits me.
Going down. Alright, you guys. Found a pretty good campsite. I'm really just too exhausted to go much further. I've got a good couple of hammock trees over there that I can hang up in, and a good spot to get a good view. Just gonna set up camp, and I'll make some dinner afterwards, so excuse me while I get to work. Alright, we're all set up here. I'm ready to start cooking dinner. As you see, my tent over here is not a tent this time. I've done a hammock. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I can see the night sky as I go throughout the night. I may throw a tarp on here though if I find it necessary, in case it rains, but we'll see. In the meantime, what do we got here? There we go, good solid table. Alright, I've got some smash its. They're probably toast. I have some Cliff Bars and some Hormel hot chili. Might throw a wee bit of water in there. Alright, let it cook. It's another thing to add to the list. I need a stabilizer for this can. I saw one at the store the other day and I didn't buy it, and I should have. Boy, this chili's gonna taste good after today. Another bonus I have, some ice cold water. Quite good. Mosquitoes are pretty bad here. That's why I'm wearing this jacket. Even with mosquito repellent, they still bite through the shirt I was wearing, so even though it's still pretty hot out, I'd say it's still like up in the 70s or 80s. So we're under a complete fire ban. It's almost all the way complete except for these little things you can use. But I can't have a fire tonight, which is sad, but still nice to get out here. Even though it's hot here, it's not nearly as hot as it was down in Pocatello, so pretty happy about that, at least. Alright, I think that's about ready for consumption. That's so good after a long day riding.
I didn't show this footage last time. I kept hearing something all night long, and it had me on edge. Maybe I was hearing things. Maybe it was birds. Maybe it was my mind playing tricks on me, with no cell service or internet. I was all alone out here.
Book of Job is a strange book. One of my favorite parts is towards the end, after Job has suffered horrendously all sorts of maladies from the hand of Satan by the permission of God to test his faith. Job had two friends who were arguing with him constantly throughout the entire thing, and saying that basically because he's going through these things, he's suffering at the hand of God, and they're saying it's a punishment. Job argues that that's not the nature of God, and he never curses God, and he never gives up on God. And one day the Lord answered him, and this is my favorite part of Job, Job 38. Then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind.
Who is this that darkens counsel by words without knowledge? Gird thy loins like a man, and I will question you, and you will make it known to me. Where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth? Tell me, if you have understanding. Who determined its measurements? Surely you know, or have you stretched the line upon it? On what were its bases sunk, or who laid its cornerstone? When the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy? Or who shut in the sea with doors when it burst out from the womb? When I made clouds its garment, and thick darkness its swaddling band? And who prescribed limits for it, and set bars and doors, and said, Thus far shall you come, and no farther. And here shall your proud waves be stayed. Have you commanded the morning since your days begin, and caused the dawn to know its place, that it might take hold of the skirts of the earth, and the wicked be shaken out from it? It is changed like clay under the seal, and its features stand out like a garment. From the wicked their light is withheld, and their uplifted arm is broken. Have you entered into the springs of the sea, or walked into the recesses of the deep? Have the gates of death been revealed to you, or have you seen the gates of deep darkness? Have you comprehended the expanse of the earth? Declare if you know all this.
Basically what he's saying here is, where were you when I made the earth? And I have made all things according to my purpose and for my good pleasure. And basically he's saying, who are you to question me? And he's mostly reprimanding his friends, Job's friends, and a little bit Job himself. Anyway, if you have time, check it out for yourself. Job 38-39, and it's one of my favorite passages. Mostly why I read that, though, is because being out here in the beautiful forest in this beautiful area, I have to remember who made it and give him the glory for it. I sure do love exploring God's great creation.
Well, as you can see, this time I got a proper bear bag for food. Even is waterproof and locks in the smells. I think I got it for $5 at Walmart. It's a good deal. Should be far enough away from camp. Being bright red and all, I should be able to see it in the morning. Well, you guys, it might be hard to tell, but it's already around 9 o'clock, so I think I'm gonna hit the hay and just heard a noise over there. Not really sure what it was. Hey! Might be wigging myself out here. Hey! Deep, dark, spooky forest. Yeah, there's something over there. Hey! Hope maybe it's just a bird or something. Okay, well, now that I'm done freaking myself out, heard noises are probably just birds. Got my hammock set up over here, and I'm getting ready for bed. Definitely seems a little bit spooky out in this forest, actually. Almost would prefer to be out in the open, up on the top of a mountain, especially when all I have is a hammock, like a big juicy hot dog hanging from a tree, I think, for any kind of bear or something. But anyway, I think I'm gonna head to bed. Alright guys, I'm all inside the hammock. So far it's pretty comfortable. I've got birds singing in the background. I've got my lantern on now, but let's turn it off and I can show you my view. Ta-da! Can't see me now, but that's my view. Anyway, good night. See you in the morning. Well, good morning. There's a squirrel over there playing around somewhere. It was in my tree a second ago and kind of worked like a rooster. Woke me up. Slept pretty well in this hammock. I think I'd probably adjust the angle a little bit because it's a little bit hard to sleep with my feet up in the air a little bit too much. Stayed pretty warm as long as I stayed on the insulated mat. It was fine. I can tell that even in the summer, if I didn't have that mat, I was still would have got too cold in this thing. Now time to get up.
Well guys, breakfast was delicious. This campsite was pretty good for having no fire. and I think I'm about ready to pack up and head out. So I heard somewhere that if you snap and want it hard enough, your camp will pack up itself. So perhaps we can give that a try here. Wow, it worked. Everything's all ready to go. This tripod, guess this is immune to the power of the snap. Alrighty, time to begin the journey back home. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure this road leads back to civilization without having to go back the way I came. Okay. I have a neat little grove back here. Hello, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to ride through your yard without permission. There was a road back there that comes from the park.
Oh, I appreciate you asking. Go ahead.
Well, that was interesting. Map said it was a road and it just kind of leads right into somebody's backyard. Their house was kind of built in the middle of it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you next time. God bless.
Well guys, thanks for watching my second MotoCamping trip ever, remastered. If you want to see the original version, click here. You might regret it though. If you want to see my newer camping trips, go ahead and click here. God bless.